Scatterboo!
What up, guys? I'm Moses,
I'm Dante.
and this is DM in Sports. Today we're going to be talking about the New York Football Giants coming in the 4th spot in the NFC East. And this team has made a lot of upgrades, moving on from Brian Daboll, upgraded head coach into John Harbaugh, and bringing in Isaiah Likely, some other cornerbacks to go ahead and fill out that depth chart. And I think this is one of the teams that can really go from worst to first. What are you thinking?
I'm not ready. I'm not ready to say that yet. I think, they got a few things to figure out first before they make that leap.
I mean, they definitely do on the offensive line. But, I mean, you got your quarterback in place. You got your primary, pass catcher, Malik Neighbors. You got your secondary pass catcher, Isaiah Likely, now signed. You got an inline tight end with Theo Johnson. Cam Scatterboo, who knows how he's going to come back from the injury. But
yeah,
at the end of the day, kid headbutts rocks for a living.
I think, my question marks are around how's Scatterboo going to look coming back? How's Malik Neighbors going to look coming back from injury? But, I mean, when healthy, those are two dogs, so...
Yeah, most definitely. Malik Neighbors is really the only question mark, how he's going to look when he comes back. Because as good as Cam was, at the end of the day, you have Tyrone Tracy and Devin Singletary. That run game isn't going to be the worst in the league by any means. Especially with a John Harbaugh-led offense, should be pretty decent.
Yeah. And, I think behind Malik Neighbors, you got Jalen Hyatt.
Yep.
Other than that, that was they have Darnell Mooney.
Yeah.
Not a lot of wide receiver depth,
And that's why Isaiah Likely, I think, is such a great pickup for him. That's a big slot. A big slot. He's not necessarily an inline tight end. And he's probably going to be the second, leading receiver on that team. And for me, I mean, that's a 1,000-yard guy.
I think you're gonna see with this Giants team a lot of 2 tight end looks. They got Theo Johnson, they got Isaiah Likely, and I feel like those 2 pass catching are gonna have to help Malik Neighbors.
Oh yeah, most definitely. And again, you also got the threat of Jackson Dart being a scrambler. He doesn't mind putting his head down and getting a couple extra yards.
How do you feel about Jackson Dart?
It's a Dart show, baby.
Yeah, I mean, dude, he's fun to watch. He's fun to watch.
Very fun to watch. He's very fun to watch. The kid got some swag to him.
Yeah.
Every now and then I'd just be laying up in bed thinking man, I wish I was Jackson Dart. The kid just got some swag.
That got me up.
For real, he has the swagger. It doesn't seem like he's intimidated by the New York media. Doesn't seem like he's intimidated by much.
The way he talks in interviews, he kind of reminds me of a Joe Burrow.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, very much not as well polished Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
Just kind of the vibe he brings off.
Yeah.
I can see what you're saying.
Defensively, what do you
I mean, they have probably the best defensive front in National Football League.
Yeah.
I mean, they got the depth. They got the stars, Sexy Dexy.
Yeah.
Dexter Lawrence. I mean, you got Brian Burns, which is a little Lou guy, guys. Look at him. What a little kitty. You got Brian Burns, Kayvon Thibodeau, Abdul Carter.
Yeah.
They did bring in some, cornerbacks. Off the top of my head, I can't remember the names that they brought in, but I mean, they're a solid group. Now, again, it's a John Harbaugh-led, team. And I don't know if he's calling defense or offense. or if he's even going to be really calling plays at all.
Yeah, but he's always had good defensive teams.
Exactly.
You know? So I feel, yeah, this defense, I think it's going to look a lot better. I think they have a lot of pieces there that with like the right guys in the room are going to shine.
And then the 5th overall pick, too, you could go Sonny Styles, you could go Caleb Downs. That's who I would honestly prefer to in the draft. I really hope they go defense just because I don't necessarily think you need an offensive weapon immediately.
I think, call me crazy, but I could see them going a lot of different directions. It could be as crazy as they go Jeremiah Love.
Yeah.
With Scadabo's injury, did you see he had the CAT scan recently?
No, I did not.
Because of his concussions. So, Scadabo, question marks. Tyrone Tracy doesn't seem like he'll ever be elite. He's going to get you. He could probably get close to 1,000, if you were a starter.
And that's if, in my personal opinion, Tyrone Tracy's not necessarily a 3-down back whatsoever. Yeah. I think that he can be a dulled-down Alvin Kamara where a lot of his all-purpose yards are through the receiving game, especially because he was a wide receiver, up until his junior or senior year of college when he, finally switched to running back.
Yeah.
He has the ability to pass catch. But you have Devin Singletary, too.
So it's like, I don't know, do they
question mark
is... Do they go wide receiver? They could go wide receiver. I mean, when's like a Carnell Tate, when's he going to go, Do they go wide receiver and pair something up with...
Carnell Tate's in my opinion, the only exception that you would draft at number 5 if you're going offensive weapon. I get it. Jeremiah Love is special. He is a special, special talent.
Yeah.
He's one of those running backs that could be a, 3-down back, 1,600 all-purpose yards, 14 tugs. I mean, that's a Jeremiah, comparison right there.
Yeah.
100% get it. But for number 5 overall, just looking at, hey, we are trying to win football games with a sophomore quarterback that only got 6-8 starts last year. I think the wins are going to be coming off of the defensive stops and the defensive plays. It takes 3-4 years for a quarterback to really develop.
But like you mentioned before, I mean, they got that defensive front figured out.
The defensive front, sure, but I mean, they were getting torched. I mean,
yeah.
It just wasn't the reason why Jackson Dart was able to have a successful, rookie season was almost because they had to hand him the reins and say, dude, you're our only option to go win these games.
I'm seeing similarities in this team to when, Sean Payton came into the Broncos, and what does he do? He goes out and gets Vance Joseph. Yeah. I just feel like automatically this defense is going to be better. So maybe they look, I mean, you never know, but maybe they look at this defense and they're like, we got Burns, we got Carter, we got Thibodeau, we're going to go wide receiver or running back. I mean, if they look at Jeremiah Love and they're like, that's a generational talent, how do you pass that up? Even with the Scadabo, even with a Tracy,
Well, the other thing we're kind of missing here is the Titans. I mean, if I'm the Titans, Jeremiah Love is going to sit there at 4. I'm taking Jeremiah Love at 4. And that's the pick right before him.
Yeah.
So a Carnell Tate could be in play. I don't know if Jeremiah Love is going to be. And that's why I'm saying, Carnell Tate's probably the only option that I would say you don't go defense.
Yeah.
And my only hesitation with that is at number 4 overall, what is Carnell Tate going to be bringing to the offense? Because you have your big time, playmaker, pass catcher, Malik Neighbors. I understand it's a knee injury. You don't know how he's going to be coming back. You don't know how he's going to play.
Yeah.
But this isn't the 70s anymore. This is 2026 where, some of the world's best surgeons are also local to you.
Yeah.
It's like you can get your knee repaired and it be healthy.
Yeah.
So
for sure.
With a Carnell Tate, what is that really going to do much for you? Where is that going to have that instant impact? This is our guy that we're going to. Because, again, you have Malik and you have Isaiah Likely. You have your two main pass catchers. So do you really want to spend your 5th overall pick on a 700?
Though, main pass catcher, I don't know. I mean, I think whether it be round 1, round 2, they're going to have to get a wide receiver. Like, it's not going to work with Neighbors and Hyatt. You need another guy, and I don't see Mooney being like that third guy. To be honest, they need a solid number 2 behind.
Yeah. And this is where I would say you got your 2nd round pick for Omar Cooper Jr.
Yeah.
I personally been saying this forever. I think he's probably the 2nd or 3rd best wide receiver in this class. Just because Jordan Tyson is very injury prone, a lot of soft tissue issues. And Mekhi Lemon, I mean, he's a great wide receiver. And that's why I'm saying Omar Cooper Jr. is either your 2nd or 3rd, just which flavor you depend. And I wouldn't mind them getting defense, especially with Sonny Styles in the middle. That kid has a range. He can go sideline to sideline. He's a very secure tackler. And, he just is good in pass coverage, too.
Yeah.
And then you could also go Caleb Downs, really, clear up everything on the back half of the field. Allow you to play some cover 1 or cover 3 and just have him, cover the middle of the field.
Yeah.
Man on man, everybody else. And on top of that, you could go consistent zero blitzes, with a dependable safety like him. That's why I just prefer with the 5th overall pick a Caleb Downs or a Sonny Styles.
Yeah.
Now, I get it. Everybody loves offense. This is an offensive league nowadays. So you do want to get Carnell Tate. Hopefully he turns into a 1,200-yard receiver.
Yeah.
But your 1,200-yard receiver is still on the roster.
Yeah.
And that's just kind of where I'm leaning on. Because especially with Mike McDaniels, really changing how defenses are being schemed to where you can just put 2 in the back. Play cover 2. You're not going to get a lot of benefit from having a Carnell Tate there. Like Mike McDaniels really made it to where you have to play 2 deep. Yeah. Because, you can't get burnt for, an 1,800-yard receiver and a 1,300-yard receiver.
Yeah.
And that's why I just say I think it's probably best if they go defensive side. Now, if there was a Jeremiah Smith in this draft, a 5th overall, you pair him up with Malik Neighbors and you have the best wide receiver duo in the league.
Yeah.
But a Carnell Tate, again, he can easily be a 1,200-yard receiver if he goes to the Titans, if he goes to the, Raiders, something like that. But behind Malik, behind Isaiah Likely, he'd probably end up his rookie season with 700-800 yards, probably 8 touchdowns. He's an outstanding wide receiver prospect.
But if what you just said right there, that's music to my ears. If you're a Giants fan.
Yeah.
But you got Malik Neighbors. He could probably go somewhere between 1,200-1,400 yards.
Yeah.
You get a Carnell Tate. He goes for 800. And then somewhere Isaiah Likely, Theo Johnson, they somehow split for 1,000. Dude, that right there that's gotta be like a 9-win team right there.
Just looking at their schedule, I had them around a 7-10 team, but I could also see them going 10-7.
Yeah, I mean, it also it depends on who they draft. For me, I mean,
Yeah.
is this guy gonna come in and produce right away? We just gotta see.
Yeah, and that's where I'll lean back on the Carnell Tate.
Yeah,
He has excellent separation ability. You know, he can really separate from DBs. Very crisp. You know, starts fast, stops fast.
yeah,
You know, he can just get open. But again, I mean, if I'm just looking at a 5th overall pick,
yeah,
it's hard for me to, you know, take that pill and swallow it whole.
yeah.
You know, it's just 800 yards from a 5th overall pick. I mean, I would love to say I love it. But again, I mean, that's just not, for me personally, that's just not something I want to do. You know, I would prefer
That's crazy.
I mean, you could call it crazy, but in my eyes, I would much rather have a Caleb Downs that, you know, goes for, I don't know, 12 pass breakups.
I mean, but that's like, you look at last year's draft, you know, and I'm going to lean on what I know.
Yeah.
Broncos, they go out, they draft Jahdae Barron.
Yeah.
Doesn't, you know, he's in there. I'm going to say he had 2 picks. Because one got called back against the Chiefs. That was bullshit. Yeah. But it's like, would I rather draft something else in that spot? No, because he was best player available.
Yeah.
I mean, Egbuka was like a couple before.
Yeah.
I would have loved Egbuka, but he was gone. I
Yeah.
mean, so it's like, in that 5 spot, dude, a Carnell Tate, I mean, we're saying 800 yards, but he could break off for, I mean, it just depends what they have in Jackson Dart. It all depends. I mean,
yeah.
But I would sign up for 800 yards from your number 2 today.
Yeah, which I mean, you know, just kind of going back on the Broncos.
Yeah.
Sure, you're telling me Troy Franklin was good enough?
Oh, hell no.
He ended up
Hell
with like
no.
700 yards.
But you know who? I don't want to get too much into the Broncos.
Yeah.
But that's
you know, just leaning on to what we know. I mean,
yeah.
You're saying Troy Franklin's good enough?
Mims was.
Yeah, but
just
for
didn't
5
use him.
overall.
They just didn't use him.
But for 5 overall.
Well, okay, I mean,
You see,
they weren't.
That's like a
no.
hard,
I mean, they weren't taken in the first round though.
But yeah, I mean, we're comparing yards. You know,
Okay.
This is where I'm going with is like, you're right. I would take 800 yards from a wide receiver too.
Okay, I see where you're going.
But also, if you look at Troy Franklin
didn't have 800.
he had like 700 and something. You know, which yeah, it's not 800, but again, it's just like from your wide receiver too. 800 yards at a 5th overall pick. That's a tough pill to swallow for me. You know, if I'm drafting a wide receiver at 5th overall, I want a 1,100 yard receiver. I want a 12 touchdown receiver. Carnell Tate can easily do
but
that.
it's also, I mean, it's the understanding of he'll be your number 2, but he's behind neighbors.
Yeah.
I mean, year 1, 800 to 1,000 yards, I feel like is pretty solid. Obviously, if they went that route, you would want it to get better.
Yeah.
But year 1, I would sign up for that.
So you would draft a T. Higgins at 5th overall?
Yeah.
I don't know if I agree with that philosophy.
You wouldn't draft T. Higgins at number 5?
No, if I had Jamar Chase on my roster, and then I had T. Higgins drafted at 5th overall the following year, I myself as a GM would look at it and be like, man, I would much rather have an 80 tackle guy on the defensive side that really holds down, that hook zone, can easily go sideline to sideline. I mean, and that's just a secure tackler that can also account for maybe Sonny Styles. I could see a 4-pick
But
season.
back to the Broncos. I mean, it's like you have Sutton, so with your philosophy, why go get Waddle?
Because Sutton is a outstanding number 2.
But that's T. Higgins. He's an outstanding number 2.
Yeah, and we had to give up
And
a 30th overall pick.
T. Higgins, in my opinion, I'd take him over Sutton.
Yeah, I would too.
Yeah.
But again, I mean, we had to give up a 30th overall pick, to get our wide receiver 1. I would 100% not ever in my life give up a 5th overall pick to get a wide receiver 2. That's just my philosophy when it comes down to comparing Cardinal Tate, to the Giants, or a Sonny Styles / Caleb Downs. Someone that's going to be on the field for 17 games. That's going to, one of those two can account for 4 picks each. Sonny Styles can account for 80
you gotta
tackles.
but you also gotta get your young guy weapons.
Yeah, and you can easily do that in the 2nd, 3rd round. Like Casey Conception. I mean, just an absolute burner. And can, punt return, kick return. Or an Omar Cooper Jr. That can run those intermediate routes and get you 12 yards. And that's kind of where I'm seeing a pass catcher. Or a Mike Washington in the 2nd. And actually go for it and say, this kid can turn on the Jets.
Yeah.
And he can be our big time splash playmaker. We throw him a couple, motion bubble screens. He can take it for 60. He has the speed for it. He has the ball carrier vision for it. And that's where I can see that you actually add some weapons for your young buck. I just don't know.
Last thing I'll say about like a Cardinal Tate is like, some of these wide receiver like tandems, that I can think of, like here in Colorado we had DT Emmanuel Sanders, DT Decker. I mean, come on, help me out. You got
just here in Denver, or do you want
or like any?
I mean, you got Jay Jettas and Jordan Addison. I mean, you got and Pickens.
Dude, it could work, it could not. I'd do anything to help out this.
Would you rather have a Julio Muhammad Sanu, or would you rather have a Ray Lewis Terrell Suggs?
I'm not gonna say Sonny Styles is Ray Lewis.
You can't say he's Ray Lewis, but I'm saying, would you rather have those types of players?
Given what they have at the positions, defensively and offensively, I lean they need more help offensively.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think if Hyatt walked into Denver today, is he above Pat Bryant? Is he above Mims? Is he above Franklin? I don't think so.
I think Jalen Hyatt is above Mims and Franklin. My personal opinion,
Dude,
I
Mims is he's so freaking good, and they just didn't use him. I swear. I know that dude's got something in him. But anyway, Jalen Hyatt, dude. My point is I don't know if he's a number 3 on a lot of teams. And I get what you're saying about... I don't think you could go wrong. I think you could pick a Cardinal Tate, pick a Sonny Styles. I mean, and you kind of just got to hope you got the right one.
Yeah, I mean, with both of these prospects being great, NFL prospects, you can't go wrong.
They're both positions in need.
Yeah.
Jalen Hyatt as your number 2 right now, I don't know.
Sonny Styles, is he going to be over Bobby Okereke?
No,
Is he over Michael McFadden?
probably not.
That's where I think that you actually go Sonny Styles, because he is over Michael McFadden. You know, that's an easy.
But
in my
okay,
eyes, an
wait,
easy
wait,
upgrade.
wait. So you don't want to draft a clear number 2 wide receiver, but you want to draft a number 3 linebacker.
Yeah, because you can throw him. I mean, just his athletic traits, athletic profile. You don't get people like him that can actually jump 40 inches and bat down a ball that's sailing over your head. You don't get that at 6'3". You never do. So,
Again,
yeah.
So, back to the Broncos. But something they're doing right, is that right now they're drafting best player available. So
Yeah.
I'll give you that. If you're at number 5, struggling organization, and you're like, and they analyze it, and they're like, you know what, Carnell Tate, we don't know if we like him, but we love Sonny Styles
Or Caleb Downs.
I see what you're saying. You gotta go there, but is he gonna start over these guys?
Then throw
Tremaine
Caleb
Edmonds.
Downs.
I feel like there's no argument there.
No, not really. Just because it's a draft prospect. You don't know how he's going to perform in the NFL. Tremaine Edmonds is an outstanding linebacker. But that's where I'll throw in Caleb Downs.
Mm-hmm.
You know, where it's, again, Sonny Styles or Caleb Downs, you can go, 4 interceptions each.
Okay, yeah.
You know, that's where you can...
Safety, I could see that a little bit more. I feel like I think Caleb Downs, if they pick that guy, like that's the guy we want, I almost think you move back a little out of 5, maybe like 10, 11 area for Caleb Downs, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, which I mean...
5, I don't know.
Yeah. You guys let us know. For now, DMing Sports will DM you our sports takes. Just kidding, we're not DMing y'all.
Peace.